very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to a very cold Galfarm Stadium in Huddersfield. It's round 8 of Super League 13 here at the Galfarm, and this afternoon's visitors are St Helens. A big task in front of us. Many Giants fans have turned out believing that this victory is possible, and the Giants will start in a familiar claret and gold, playing from right to left through the boot of fullback Chris Thorman. Referee, the man in the middle, is Ian Smith. And the left arm raised, the right boot of Thorman gets us underway. And that's fielded cleanly, 5 metres away from the whitewash by St Helens and bought out by Graham, who's wearing a headband today. Pass back inside, looks lateral at best. And the Giants, some good pressure in the early tackles. Crabtree and Mason. This is Wellens. Up to the Saints 30. As the bearded Sean Long. Saints move it out to this near side wing. I'm noticing there we have Lawrence on the field for the Giants. So my team sheet is slightly inaccurate. Shall find out who's missing. Oh, I beg your pardon, it isn't. Never noticed him there. There's a kick through. Now, Rocket Rod's picked this up. That's high around the neck of Jensen from Long, and he knows it. So, penalty to Giants on their own 10. Not a good tackle from Sean Long. And a poor kick. Does find touch. So Lawrence on this near side wing. Not seen too much of him for the Giants, but I'm sure we'll get a good look at him today. Exciting prospect, this youngster. Here's Gattis to Mason. Powering through the middle. Tackle deemed to be fair. Made by Gilmore. Gattis again. Robinson. And Jones takes the tackle 10 metres short of halfway. Gattis off quickly. Wilkin making the tackle this time for Saints. Just under 2 minutes played, no score. Giants on halfway. Gattis, Robinson. There's a kick from Thorman. Gardner will go back to chase. Picked up after a couple of hops by Gardner, who has phenomenal speed. Nearly as fast as Rod Jensen. I'd like to see those two race over 100 metres, that'll be pretty close. This is Wellens. Midway inside his own half. Snitch to get the offload away. Saints can't quite do it. Price finds Graham to his left, just short of the halfway line. Roby along the line, big shout of forward as it finds Willie Tallow. Ball's come loose. Signal is a knock on from Ian Smith, and this will be Giants head and feed at the scrum. 10 metres short of the halfway line. Giants looking for a win, and what a tonic it would be to get one here today against the mighty St Helens. Perfectly capable of doing it though. Beaten them 19 points to 12 here recently. Scrum not quite together properly. Robinson feeds. Finds Brown. Jinks back inside. Nearly breaking the line, Kevin Brown. It's good work. Thorman. He's going to go by himself. That looks a little bit high as well from Wilkin. Nothing given by Mr. Smith, the referee. Gattis to Crabtree. Crabtree looks to get the offload away, can't quite do it. Here's Gattis again, goes to the short side. Jones. Short pass. Did well to hang on. Move back into the middle. Robinson. Skandalis. Does well to take the tackle. Brought down by Maurifa Savalu. Not lying on the man. Trying to play the ball. Brown with a little dink over the top. And that is a poor kick from Brown. Straight into the arms of Wellens, who runs along the line. Great tackle from Jones. Finished off by Lacey. 4 minutes played. Still 0-0. As Crabtree makes a tackle. Saints stuck inside their own 20. Don't think we'll see too much of that this afternoon. But some more resolute tackling from the Giants. Back inside to Long. Ball misses out. Price, and that's a strong challenge. They've got the offload away. That's a great covering challenge by the shaven-headed Fatuera. Oh, great running, Gidley, slinky pass. Well, signal there from the referee. So the ball was knocked backwards. So it's going to be Giants head and feed. Just inside St Helens territory. You can see the passing ability of Gidley there. Silky skills, didn't quite work. So Giants will start a new set following this scrum. 5 minutes played, still 0-0. Thorman looks to get past Long, can't quite get through. That's a head-high tackle. Gilmore guilty this time. Now Thorman will kick to touch and try and get more than 5 or 6 metres on it this time, which is all he managed last time. Horribly sliced as Crabtree ties his bootlace. That's better from Thorman. Some semi-sarcastic cheers from the crowd underneath me. Robinson taps and starts, finds Gattis. Good ball to Thorman. It's the far towners making the noise, and here comes Big G with the drum. Gattis, 15 metres out, has left a Scandalis. Driving up towards a 10. Tackle taken. Gattis again, goes to his right, to Mason. That looks a little bit high on Mason as well. Ian Smith letting the game flow. Gattis, Robinson, kick over the top. It's come loose, it's been picked up by Saints. What's the call from Ian Smith here? I think it's going to go against the Giants, indeed it is. So John Sharp has certainly been bemoaning the discipline of his team over the last few weeks. Well, with the exception of the Wigan game, which was referee Phil Bentham's fault, for want of a better word. Saints 10 metres short of halfway to Long, good ball, back inside. Picked up by Roby, finds Graham. No Kieran Cunningham for St Helens today. It'll be a welcome sight for John Sharp on the team sheet, the fact that Cunningham's injured. Certainly, in my opinion, the best hooker in the world. Here's Price. Ball along the line, that's surely forward. How can the touch judge not see that? He's absolutely level with it. Quick hands. Saints come back inside. This is Roby's going to have to take the tackle. On the Giants 20, last one of this set. Price at standoff finds Long. It's a clever little kick over the top from Long. Surely that's a try. Saints have scored. Well, there was quiet around the ground. Difficult to see who got in there. I think it was possibly Gilmore. We shall await confirmation of that over the public address system. But St Helens lead 4 points to 0. And it is Lee Gilmore. And the conversion to follow will be from Sean Long, who doesn't miss many from this range, it has to be said. It's unlikely that even with a little bit of wind he's going to miss from here. Yeah, it looks to me as though Sean Long's growing dreadlocks. I may be mistaken. He's had a couple of questionable hairstyles over his career, but I wouldn't argue with him. So Sean Long to add the extras. My goodness me, it only just got over, didn't it? Whoa, well, he totally miscued that Long. Cleared the bar by a foot or so, but it counts. And St Helens are out to a 6 points to 0 lead. Just about 9 minutes played. So Thorman will get us underway. There's the right foot, all the Giants on side. Kick over to the far touchline is fielded nicely. Pass back inside finds Melly. Returns that with some vigour. Oh, a clever little pass. He's not going to be able to get the offload away, is he? Well, Giants making a meal of that tackle. It's Gilmore, the try scorer. underneath a pile of claret and gold. This is Long, finds Mauri Fasavalu. Oh, they're crossing there, the offload's, well, it's gone awry. It's going to be picked up by Gardner. Great tackle from Snitch, good offload though. This is Roby, the reigning man of steel, and he's brought to ground by a posse of giants. Long, oh, there's a knock on, and that is weak play. Will he tell out? It came off his hand last, and this is good field position for the Giants, just outside the Saints 20, and it's their scrum. Robinson just receiving some attention at the moment, and I'm sure he'll be fine to continue. I'm saying that, he looks to be having a bit of a limp. I'm sure he'll walk that off. And referee Ian Smith, well, look for a minute, so I was asking somebody else to feed the scrum, but Robinson is available now following that knock, and he'll do it himself. Finds Brown, finds Fatuera, looks to go around Price but can't. Gattis goes back inside to Mason, drives inside the 20-metre line. Gattis again, goes to his right to Robinson. This is good, finds Crabtree at speed, hits the line hard, and he's up to the 10. 11 minutes played, Saints leading 6-0. Gattis goes left to Mason, opens up in front of him, and it closes just as quickly, the St Helens line. Ian Smith in the right place. Gattis finds Brown. Brown to Thorman. Thorman skips through one tackle, just a few metres short. Last tackle of this set. Fatuera. Brown, Saints out quickly. The kick through is blocked, and it's going to be picked up, and Brown gets back to make the tackle, and Lawrence comes in to finish it off. Play from the Giants winger, Graham. Oh, Saints have got no shape at all here, and their fans don't like it. Roby to Fasavalu. Skandalis and Crabtree make the tackle. Still early days here. Saints with an early 6-0 lead. 12 minutes played. Roby inside to Graham, finds Long. Good hands, finds Price. Price's pass, well, big shout to forward, but it wasn't. Giants across, make the tackle in the shape of Robinson. We'll see the kick here from Long. No, we won't. It's kicked through by Gilmore, fielded easily by Thorman. He'll run straight at the line and get out to his own 20. Long, one of three Saints making the tackle. Robinson to Jensen, who's got no room to run, spins away from Fasavalu but can't get past Graham. Just 5 metres made. This is Lawrence, chance to show his speed, but not much of a chance to show his speed, to be fair. He can't go through Mauri Fasavalu. Many have tried and not many have succeeded. Mason, Wilkin, one of two making the tackle. Oh, hospital pass there. Fatuera tries to find Lawrence, and the ball straight into touch. Well, Fatuera and Lawrence certainly on the same wavelength, just couldn't get the pass out to him, but the original pass to Fatuera was horrible. And this gives Saints good field position. It will be the dreadlocked Sean Long. Wilkin from the back of the scrum to Price. Right out to the wing. Have to cut back inside. Lacey makes the tackle. Saints will come back inside. This is Melly. Good scoring record against Huddersfield, Francis Melly. Giants fans won't want to be reminded of that today. Here's Graham. Not going to get past Crabtree. Can he get the offload away? He can't. He's still making ground, is Graham. Roby to Long to Price. Price skips past the tackle, just about held. Oh, there's the knock on, and now they're going to claim it was interfered with. And Skandalis looks to have taken a knock here. Well, referee Ian Smith has deemed that it was interfered with. I can't believe Sean Long's going to kick for goal here. Oh, he is. Well, that surprises me. That's giving the Huddersfield Giants a lot of respect, taking the 2 points from here. Field position like that, you would have thought Saints would have run. Only 13 or 14 metres or so. It's going to be Sean Long. Doesn't miss too many. My goodness me, he nearly missed the last one. And this surely just a chip kick for Long. I'd fancy my chances of getting this myself. Long better contact with the ball that time. And straight between the uprights. And Saints lead 8 points to 0 with 15 minutes on the board. Giants will be wanting to get back into this, and quickly. Well, the St Helens team had a shock loss last weekend. And they certainly put things to rights with a thumping victory over Wigan on Friday. The Giants have lost a couple on the bounce now. Warrington 30-14 on Friday night. They won't want to lose another, but they're up against it here with Saints. Hull KR next, and then Catalan for the Huddersfield team. Here's Graham out to his own 20. Gardner is miles offside for some reason. Cutting through the line, it's Gilmore. Not quite get through though. Crabtree has to back off. Price. Oh, lovely from Price. Just can't quite get the pass away, but they're going to be allowed to continue. Robinson. Oh, the kick forward is beautiful, and surely they're going to score. And Melly's knocked it on. Oh dear. Well, I was saying just a moment ago that Melly has a good scoring record against Huddersfield, and it's difficult to see why when he does that. Kick forward was beautiful. It's a choice of 3, maybe 4 St Helens players who was going to score, and Melly knocks it forward. And the very grateful Huddersfield Giants will bring the ball away quickly. 20-metre restart was quick. This is Scandalis. Giants approaching halfway. Gattis goes to his right to Mason, who is now into St Helens territory. Saints today in their two-tone blue strip. Thorman kicks early in the count towards Melly, who's caught this. Sarcastic cheers from the Giants fans. And he's brought to ground on the Saints 30-metre line. Jensen and Lalacy making the tackle. This is Wellens, the joint winner of last year's Lance Todd Trophy. Oh, it's a good solid tackle. Just short of halfway. On Tallow. Gardner looks to break forward. He's vacated his wing position on this near side. Gidley will take over. This is Long. Price, good running. Oh, must score here, St Helens. Crabtree unable to get back, and Saints have scored, and it's Chris Flannery. Well, try certainly made by Leon Price breaking the line. The offload was delicious. And Chris Flannery, well, he certainly had the speed to get to the line. And St Helens lead here by 12 points to 0 with 18 minutes on the clock. And Sean Long looking a bit more like Sean the Sheep today. He will attempt to add the extras, and the Giants are up against it here in this first half. Only 2,000 plus Saints fans to my left who've made the journey up from Merseyside. Well, it's them that's making the noise now, as the interchanges are ready on the far side. And that's going to be Griffin, who's completed his one-match ban. By the way, well done RFL for giving Daryl Griffin a one-match ban for something that wasn't serious in the first place. Could potentially have got 7 for it. Although the charge of raising the knees in the tackle was a case of mistaken identity. Long tags on the extras, no problem. As I was saying, well done the RFL, downgrading it from a category D to a category C offence. Daryl Griffin with an exemplary disciplinary record previous to that. Stood up in front of the panel and apologised. Copped a £300 fine and a 1-game ban, which he served at Warrington on Friday. My congratulations to the RFL. Sensible. Giants restart, trailing 14 points to 0. Wellens feeds the ball to his left. And good ground made on the first tackle of this set. Roby finds Graham, finds Price, finds Graham. This is good from St Helens. Tackle made, quick hands though. This is long, still working it. There's Tallow burrowing forward. Already into Giants territory. Quick hands along the line. This is Price, who's looked very dangerous so far. This looks like Mike Bennett to me. Indeed it is, under there. Oh, look at the speed of the hands. It's got to result in a knock-on, I would have thought. Indeed. Well, if you can pass one-handed like that along a line, the opposition really doesn't stand much chance at all. St Helens certainly exponents of doing that. It's more tap passing, whether they practice it or not. It causes all kinds of problems for the opposition's defence. But when it goes wrong, the opposition gets a scrum, which they've taken. Robinson to Brown, looks to break the line. Opposite number Price. He makes a tackle. Here's Fatuera. Terrier-like running. Brought to ground. Gattis. Here's Jackson. Good to see him driving forward. 29-year-old lost none of his speed or agility. Robinson to Crabtree. Good to see his name on the score sheet again at Warrington on Friday night. Does like to get forward. This is Robinson, skips past two. Pass over the top, finds Fatuera. So unlucky not to bring the pass in. More like an American footballer trying to grab it one-handed. With Lawrence outside him, try line was beckoning there, and that's what the Giants need. Great play by Robinson in the middle of the field. Fatuera so unlucky not to hang on to the pass. And Saints scrum just about on their own 30. From the back of the scrums, Wilkin making 7 or 8 metres or so. It's out to Gilmore, who's just up to halfway and a little bit over it before the Giants can complete the tackle. Oh, this is good play again from St Helens, making great metres. Roby this time picking up 10. Long, lovely ball back to Price. Ball over the top to Gardner, who's got real speed. What a tackle from Lawrence! Did he get him into touch? Well, his leg was certainly over the line. Lawrence appealing for it. Gidley back inside. Poor pass. Picked up by Graham. Bennett. Good work along the line. Offload for Roby. He's gone backwards. Tackles flying in here. Is Gattis going to be penalised? No. This is long. Crabtree puts pay to that. Last one of the set. Roby. There's a little kick over the top. Well taken by Rod Jensen. Did well there. It's called for the fair catch, I believe, in the far corner. Good defending from Huddersfield. Silky skills from St Helens. And Robinson kicks to touch. Straight into the Saints dugout. And Giants will start from the 20. Tap will find Jones, former St Helens player, of course. Making his 100th appearance for the Giants today, as you probably heard. And shout is get him on side. Oh, that pass is horrible. Snitch gets to a hand to it, I should say, goes backwards. Price quickly in to make the tackle. They're trying to strip the ball. Can't do that 3-on-1. Gattis to Jackson. Signal there from the referee. Is crossing, Saints penalised. Kick to touch from Thorman. With good distance, Lawrence inside to Brown, who taps and starts to Jackson, who only knows one direction, and that is straight forward. Powerful play from the Scotsman. Mason Giants would like to see a try at the end of this set, or even before the end of this set. Robinson, pass at speed to Lacey, who's going to have to go himself, and he's desperately trying to. Just a couple of metres short. Robinson will come in, finds Gattis. This is Brown to Snitch. Giants going backwards here. Gattis goes himself, looking for his first Giants try, and here's Griffin, is it? Now is it Griffin or Mason that's got it down? May well be Griffin, I think it is. Welcome back, Darrell. Referee Ian Smith conferring with his in-goal judge. They're still waiting for the confirmation of that. No, I think it's Darrell Griffin that's got that.
Try score for the Giants, number 18, sponsored by Marshall.
Certainly is.
Darrell Griffin.
So returning from his one-match ban, finds himself from the bench onto the score sheet, and the Giants, well, they're on their way back into this, because Thorman will convert this. Oh, is that a little bit of snow? Oh, it is, you know. It's been threatening to here in Huddersfield all day. Snowing nice and early this morning. Thorman, perfect. 14-6, St Helens lead here at the Galfarm. I'll tell you something, wouldn't it be great to come back and beat St Helens after the heartbreak of last weekend? The Giants, well, with the help of Phil Bentham, has to be said, capitulated in the last 4 minutes. And conceded 12 points to lose at the last kick of the game from Pat Richards. The hangover may well have carried on down into Warrington on Friday night. 3 in 8 games. It's a heavy work schedule over Easter. Well, who's on the end of that? It's Griffin again. Crabtree, that looked high on him. Nothing doing. Giants going to the short side, making good ground. That's Paul Clough, helped by Bennett in the tackle. 2 off the bench there. Gattis up to halfway. Graham, one of at least 3 making the tackle. Jones to Robinson. Jensen just needs to break that line, and it's a try. We've seen that so many times from Jensen. Last tackle of the set. St Helens penalised, ill discipline creeping in there, and the Giants will get chance to gain. Very nice field position indeed, thank you very much. Thorman kicks to touch, and on the 20-metre line, Brown will tap and start to Snitch. Great running from Steve Snitch, making 10 metres on the first tackle. Gattis looks left, goes right, past to Robinson, past to Crabtree. Giants are using their size to get near the try line. Gattis to Robinson. How on earth has he managed to keep hold of that? Metre short, it's been knocked on, has it? Well, what's the referee seen here? Robinson's going to get the ball back, it would appear. Well, it would appear they've been held up there, but didn't see a signal from the referee. Griffin, after a second try. Look at the power in those legs from Darrell Griffin. Gattis to Brown. Come on, Kevin. Oh dear, Mum was playing this myself. Gattis misses out Jackson to Thorman. He's not going to get round Price like that. Oh, Flannery. Gattis again to Jackson. Robinson, good hands along the line. This is good. Here's Lacey. Lacey, try for the Giants. Jammers in. Oh, this is great stuff from Huddersfield. And they've clawed it back to 14-10. Well, I'm looking around for all the inflatable hammers. And the St Helens crowd are stunned. So 2 quick tries from the Giants. So they've got off to a pretty poor start. A bit slow out of the blocks.
Giants, number 11.
Darryl Griffin with the first one, and this one, the twisting and turning Jamal Lalacy, going through four St Helens defenders, somehow managing to ground the ball. 29 minutes played. Scoreboard to my left reads Giants 10, Saints 14. Jammer give us a wave. There's the wave from Jammer, likes to keep their fans happy. And Thorman will attempt to add the extras. Oh, it could turn into a very happy Easter Monday indeed, this. Thorman right-footed, looks alright to me, and doesn't look alright to the in-goal officials. Can't have been too far off. The conversion is no good. The score stays at Giants 10, Saints 14. But, you can tell who's in the ascendancy here. Saints onside at the kickoff, which was by Wellens, taken by Gattis to Jackson. Oh, like a train. Takes some stopping. Gattis again. Griffin. Oh dear. Well, they're up for this now. The snow's stopped. Gattis again. This is Andy Raleigh. Likes a run, does Andy Raleigh. At least 3 Saints needed to bring him down. Robinson kicks early in the tackle count over the top. Wellens chasing this one and picks it up no problem. There's no support, he's going to go himself and he'll be tackled on his own 20. Does well to go to ground. Giants are very capable of taking you another 5 or 6 metres back. That looks a little bit high from Snitch on Melly. Nothing given. This is Man of Steel, Roby. Surprise winner of Man of Steel, James Roby. If it was up to me, which it isn't, I would have given it to Trent Barrett. And I think Trent Barrett was certainly most people's favourite to win. Probably a bit surprised he didn't, as Gardner goes back inside to Gidley. This is, well, nicely inside Flannery. There was nowhere to go at all. Roby, long to Price. It's effortless for Leon Price, isn't it? A lot of this Saints line. Oh, this is, look at this. Short passing. Certainly up to it though. Giants. Clough smashed into the floor by 3 Giants. On the Giants 20, Graham. Fasavalu. Making ground here. Just 12 or so metres away. Roby to Graham. Look at the speed of the Saints break. He's never going to get over, is he? He's not. Last one of this set. Giants need to stand firm here. They've come back into this well. It's back to Wellens. Long. There's the kick from Long. Price picks up and Price scores. Well, did he ground the ball? Certainly did, according to Ian Smith, the referee. And Price, who has been, well, he's looked brilliant so far for Saints, gets his name on the score sheet. Leon Price, the 3rd Saint to go over this afternoon. So with 7.5 minutes to the half-time hooter, Sean Long will have the conversion attempt to make it 20 points to 10. And the Giants comeback will have to start all over again. I don't know whether it's worth complimenting Ian Smith on his refereeing this afternoon. Not meaning to keep going back to the performance of Phil Bentham here last Sunday, but my sentiments on commentary during the match were certainly echoed by manager John Sharp afterwards, and chairman Ken Davey, and a lot of the local media, a lot of local sports fans wrote into the Huddersfield Examiner expressing their views on his performance. And they were pretty much the same as mine. So, Long. Saints leading 18-10. This is the attempted conversion after Price's try. Long, left-footed. Well, I tell you something, he's got it, but he likes to keep them low. And the Saints lead 20 points to 10. Just under 7 minutes to half-time. Thorman will get us restarted. Thorman at fullback. Leroy Cudjoe did very well in his position last week. And now Thorman's back from injury. He will take over, and Cudjoe will go back to the deputising role. I'm sure we'll see a lot more from Leroy Cudjoe in a Giant shirt over the years to come. Looks a class act. Savalu, this is pretty good from Roby as well. Giants having to get back before they can make the tackle, which is made by Crabtree. Price, certainly one of the best standoffs in Super League, if not the world. This is Clough, brought down by Raleigh. Price again, look at the speed of him, look at the shielding the ball magnificently, making 20 metres. Roby, long, there's the kick over the top, looks a little bit lengthy to me. Wellens has gone for it, needs to be knocked dead. Graham thinks he's got it down, it's not going to count. Be a 20 metre restart here. Hudson, about time we saw him. This is Lawrence. Good turn of direction. Not too sure Saints were back the necessary distance. Hudson with a blind pass, that looked like a punch from long there with the right hand. Wasn't seen. To keep an eye on him. That's been known to do it before. Looked like a bit of a right uppercut that to me, I hope I'm wrong. Hudson. Lacey! Oh dear. Puts Willie Tallow on his backside. Hudson to Crabtree, who will take some putting on his backside. Good offload. This is Hudson. Can't get through Graham. It's been knocked, it's gone backwards. This is Jensen. Oh! Just couldn't keep his feet. Play the ball quickly. There was nobody behind him. It's been picked up by Wellens. Jensen would have been better having a look there. This is Melly. Melly glides through the first tackle. 4.5 to the hooter. Bennett up to halfway. Well, Giants can't let opportunities like that go begging. They have done there. A big shouter forward. Is that Gareth Frodsham? It is, you know. Didn't see him come on. Gareth Frodsham, 10 metres inside Giants territory to Wellens. Going to look to try and get the offload away here, and Flannery will not be able to do so. And we'll see the kick from, well, anybody who can pick that pass up. It's going to be Price. Well, he's given that some straight up in the air. Brilliantly taken by Thorman. Thorman gets the offload away to Lawrence, who has to cut back inside. Here's Fatuira along the line. Jensen, offload has gone backwards. Lacey can't get past Melly, who's double tackled him. He's going to be penalised for that. 3.5 to the hooter. Giants will kick to touch. I'll tell you something, if they can get a try back before half time and convert it, it's all to play for in the second half. Mind you, even if they can't, it's all to play for, but they'd like it. I'm sure Sharp would. I'm sure I would. I'm sure the majority of fans in the Gal Farm would as well. Andy Raleigh picking up precious metres inside to Hudson. Looks to go himself. Big tackle on him from Fasavalu. Robinson to Griffin. Good running from Daniel Griffin. Becoming a firm favourite here at the Gal Farm inside the last 3 minutes. Hudson to Brown. Brown to Snitch. 5 metres short of the St Helens try line. If they'll let him up to play the ball. Hudson. Good ball to find Robinson. There's the kick through. Who's going to get to this first? Tackle in the in-goal area. There'll be a drop out from under the posts. And St Helens will not rush to take this. Wellens being roundly booed. Referee Ian Smith asking him to hurry up. On the right foot of Wellens with a 40 metre kick taken cleanly by Robinson. Griffin. Oof, well, wouldn't like to be Gareth Frodsham's right shoulder after that. Hudson. Jackson. This is good play from Huddersfield. Like to get a try before half time, just under 2 minutes to do so. Brown to Thorman. Thorman lunges inside the 10. Lawrence outside him, waits patiently for his opportunity. Fatuina, Brown, Hudson thinks about the kick. Robinson, who also thinks about the kick. The pass has gone loose. Lacey has to track back and pick it up, and he'll more than likely take the tackle here, I would have thought, and been forced to do so. Giants still coming back. This is Jensen inside to Raleigh. Raleigh charges at the line. Last tackle here. Hudson. There's the kick through. There's nobody chasing it except Jensen. Jensen! Does he get it down? Does he get it down? Well, what's the referee going to give? Well, he's gone over to consult with the touch judge on the far side. And it's not a try. It's going to be a goal line dropout. Well, answers on a postcard. Wellens, dawdling. And yeah, he's not as bad as a lot we've seen here. Quality player as well, Paul Wellens. Giants with 30 seconds or so to get on the try sheet here. Griffin's already got one. I don't know if he's ever scored 2 in a game in his career. I don't think he has, you know. Hudson to Jackson. Saints closing ranks. Good offload. Brilliant to Snitch. Better to Fatuina. Cuts back inside the 10. Lawrence still waiting patiently outside him for a run. Not going to get one on this occasion. Snitch to Brown. Looks to go himself, Brown. Hooter's going to sound any minute. Hudson. Here's the ball to Griffin. Just short. 40 minutes is up according to the scoreboard clock. Not according to Ian Smith though. There's the hooter. Have to keep the ball alive. They've done so to Thorman. There's the kick through. Steve Snitch can't ground the ball. Fatuina! He's given the try. Has he? He's given the try. Fatuina is going to be the try scorer. The St Helens fans do not like that at all. But Fatuina definitely grounded the ball. And Leon Price, well, you don't want to argue with him. And neither does Ian Smith. Paul Fatuina, try scorer right on the hooter. And that is his 4th try of the season. Wow, how about that for timing? John Sharp will be delighted. See Baloo over there. I should call him by his proper name, Paul Anderson. Affectionately known as Baloo to staff and players alike here. After the Jungle Book Bear, he's a big guy. Well, Saints fans don't like it, but they had the best view of it in the ground. Fatuina grounding the ball. Thorman tags on the extras. And at half-time, the Giants trail here at the Golf Farm by 20 points to 16. It's all to play for in the second half. We'll be back with you very shortly. So, well,